Alrighty guys, how's it going? So I got a classic rock song for you today. I don't really delve too much into the classic rock era just because I got so sick and burned out of playing that stuff over and over and over again and learning so much of it that my ears just kind of grew tired of all that. But I heard this the other day on the radio. I thought, you know, that guitar part's so cool and I kind of hear it a different way in my head. So I thought I would just kind of show you how I would play it and add in like a little more percussiveness, a little more like kind of ska reggae type of stuff, and just kind of combine more like the rhythm with the lead lines that he's playing, and then we'll go over some of the vocal melody, and then I thought, why not, let's just throw in a guitar solo there. So a lot of stuff going on, but you can just kind of take bits and pieces and add some stuff to your playing. You know, I had no idea. For years I always called this song Dire Maker, and I would hear DJs on the radio call it Deer Maker, and I looked it up and it says it's pronounced Jamaica, like some British slang term for Jamaica. I had no idea that's what that was. And for the longest time, for like 15 years, I thought it was a 311 song, because the first time I ever heard this song was the 311 cover of it, and I always thought it was their song until years later I heard the Led Zeppelin version and was like, oh, that's where they got that from. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get into the intro part. Alright, so for the main chords of the song, for the verse, we're just going to be going through C major, A minor, F major, and G major. I didn't listen to the recording intentionally because I didn't want to be influenced by what he was doing. I've always heard this guitar part differently in my head, and I just wanted to sit down and express that. So the chords are just C major, A minor, F major, and G major, right? But I'm pretty sure on the recording there's two guitar parts. You have one part underneath going like, and then on top of that he's doing like the one string, right? Something like that. And I always thought that kind of sounded funky. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide in two notes and slide in the sixth of each chord, major sixth, minor sixth, major major. We're going to slide in from a half step back and just give it more kind of swing and groove and more like rhythmic value. And then we'll do some percussive hits in between, and we'll kind of pulse on each chord, right? Just kind of make it bounce more like that reggae ska type of thing. Okay, so we'll have, alright, so we're going to slide in. You have to change your mindset when you do this. You can't be thinking, okay, I'm going to C, I'm going to A, I'm going to F, I'm going to G. You have to think a half step back. So you need to have your aim point start out as being B major, and then have your next one be A flat minor, and then E major, and then F major, F sharp major, right? So you can slide in from it. This way you don't get tripped up when you're going through the progression over and over again. So we'll start out, we'll do 9 on D, 8 on G, 7 on B. we'll just slide in. And after you slide in, slide up a half step to 10, 9, and 8. And then we're just going to bar B and E on the 8th fret there. And you're just kind of hitting 9, 8, 8. And just do that twice, right? Just give a little pulse. Then we're just going to slide in. We're going to have 10 on G and E, mute out the B string, slide into 12 on G and E. And then do a down up scratch, right? And I just kind of I'm just using my right hand. My left hand is there, but it's really my right hand doing all the muting. Alright, so. And then we're going to slide in. If you're not used to doing this, we're going to slide in from A flat minor to A minor. So I have 6 on D, bar G, B, and E on 4. Slide into 7-5-5 for A minor. Give a little pulse on G, B, and E on that 5th bar. Then from here, you're going to get the 6th on 5th fret G and E, right? Mute out the B string. Then put your middle finger on the 6th fret E string right behind it. So when you slide up, you're sliding in to 9 on G and 8 on the high E string, right? You're not going, because that's not correct, right? So you just got to get that feel going, right? Then another down up scratch. Now we're going to slide in, we're going to start on E major. I'm just going to play the 2 notes. I'm going to leave out the open B string just because it sounds kind of funky. So this one I'm just going to play 2 on D and 1 on G. And then I'm going to slide in to 3 and 2 on D and G. And then bar B and E on 1 and just give it the pulse. Then have D and E on 3, mute out the B string. Slide into 5 on G and E, and then give it that mute. Okay, then we're going to go to F sharp major, have 4 on D, 3 on G, 2 on B, and then slide up a half step into your G, 5, 4, 3. Bar B and E on 3, give it a little down up pulse. Then slide up your 6th, 5 on G and E up to 7 G and E. And then give it that muted hit, right? So you'll go. Okay, and then it just repeats that over and over. So that's the whole verse part. That's everything you need to play it that way. And then we get into the little main vocal melody part. So let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, so after the little reggae part, he doesn't really sing a lot over that part. He's just kind of going, you don't have to, And then he starts singing when they get into the thing, right? So when you get out of that last one, you're going to slide out of that 6 from 5 to 7 and just slide in out of that G major. After you slide in 5 to 7 on G and E, I'm just going to hit B and E on 3. You can hit the full triad if you want and add in G on 4. But I just hit B and E just to have that kind of pentatonic double stop thing. And then we're just going to walk into A minor. Thumb on 5 on the low E, mute out the A, 7 on D, bar G, B and E on 5. Okay, and then it takes like a rest for like 8 beats, right? I just wanted to fill in space. I just thought it'd be good practice working on timing, hitting on the beat. So I'm just going to walk up an A minor triad 3 places, right? So you can just walk that up from 7, 5, 5, 5, D, G, B, and E. And then you can go 10, 9, 10, 8, D, G, B, and E. And then you can go 14 on D and G, 13 on B, 12 on the high E. You can just walk those up. I'm just filling space and having fun and trying to get in. You just might as well get in some triad practice while you're in there, right? So that's that little part. Okay, and then we get into the little the main parts, right? Now I kind of play this the 311 way because I had that in my head. I think he does like a, and he kind of does like a pause in between, but I was just chugging it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just basic. It's just 1 and 5 power chord, 5, 7, E and A, and then 3, 5 for your G power chord, E and A, and then you'll add in your F at the end from 1, 3 back to G. Maybe I know you. All right, so over that part, we're gonna do the vocal melody, right? We're just gonna be working out of A minor, G major, and C major basically, right? So I'll slide into 7 on D, and then I'll bar G and B and E on the 5th fret, and I'll pick D, G, B, 7, 5, 5. Then I'll put my pinky down on the 8th fret on the B string, and then I'll pick 5 on the B, and then I'll pick 5 on G back to 7 on D. Alright, so that'll be your little phrasing there. And then I'm going to slide in, kind of a Jimmy thing. I'm just going to slide in from a half step back. I'm going to have the G open. I'm going to have 4 on D, 2 on B, and slide into 5 on D and 3 on B with the open G. Okay. And then from there, G and B on 5, and then I'm going to pull off 7 on G and hit 5 on G and B together. We're actually working out of G major, right, out of those thirds. Alright, so, and then just pull that off. Then I'm going to slide into 9 on G and 8 on the B string. This is like right out of your C major triad. Slide into that twice. Then the third time, I'm going to pull off. I'm going to have 7 on the G with my index finger. I'm going to have 8 on the B string with my middle finger. I'm going to pull off 9 to 7 on G from ring to index, 9 to 7. Okay, so you have. So real slow. Vibrato, then you just repeat that again, right? Okay, and then the last part, I Still Love You So. I'm just going to slide into 7 on D, then get G to B on 5, pick that, then get 8 on the B string with your pinky. I'm just going to strum down the chord at A minor triad, 7D, 5 on G and B. Okay, then we're going to go to G major. Okay, now I'm playing this differently than him, but we just have 3, 2, and 1. So we go da, 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 da. So slide into 3 on D, or slide into 5 on D, have 4 on G and 3 on B. Pick them all separate. Then I'm just going to pluck the full chord down and put my pinky down on 5 on B. So you'll have 5 on D, 4 on G, 3 on B. Or 5 on B, sorry. Then I'll just pull off, I'll keep 3 on B and 4 on G together, and have my pinky on 5 and pull off 5 to 3 with my pinky while hitting the G string on 4 with it. Then I'm going to go down, I'm going to have 2 on G, 1 on B, and just pull that off to open, your typical like G major. Right. And after I pull off 2 and 1 G and B to open, then I'm going to form my F major, thumb on the low E on 1, mute out the A, 3 on D, 2 on G, 1 on B. I just kind of hit it once. And then I'll just kind of pick B, G to D. And I'll just do that for like a couple measures, right? So you have Where am I? I'll just do that twice. And then I'm going to walk up the vocal melody, right? Baby, I love you. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to work right out of your F major triad. So I'm just going to bar G and B on 5, do a triplet, and then I'm going to have 7 on D. So I'll have, basically it's like 3 double stops, but I kind of let them all ring out. I'll have G and B on 5, then put 7 down on D, and have 5 on G and 7 on D together. And then I'm going to put down 8th fret on the A string, and then have 7 on D and 8 on the A string together. And you could just go however you want to play it, right? I'm just going to let them all ring. Then I'm going to slide in with my thumb to the 3rd fret on the low E, and just pop your G major 3 2 1 1, or man, I cannot speak today, 5 4 3 3. Okay, so we have and then from here I'm going to slide up. I'm just going to kind of ghost slide, not from any particular fret. I slide into 8th fret on B and E, and then I'll get B and E on 5. You can bar it or use your ring and pinky, and then get 3 on B and E, and then slide back into 8 on B and E. Baby, I love you, yeah. Okay, so that's your whole little chorus part, right? So that last little part. Alright, and then we'll get into the little solo I came up with. I'm just having some fun with it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the solo. Alright, so for this little solo, when I do these little things, like 70% of this stuff I come up with, and then the rest I just kind of improvise as I'm playing. Whatever happens, happens type of a thing. I'm not trying to like show up Jimmy Page or be like, oh, this is so much better than what he did. It's none of that. I hear things in my head over chord progressions, and I just want to express that, and it makes you better when you do those types of things. Like anytime you hear something in your head, try to get it out and figure out what you're hearing and how to play it, and just find it on the fretboard. And so basically what I'm doing, the kind of motif I start out with, is basically mimicking the way he sings over the little like reggae chords in the beginning, that right? So we're gonna be going and then I just kind of do this little pre-bend thing. So we're gonna come up here. I don't really think about this stuff anymore. When it comes to like scales and where things come from, you learn that stuff just so you can forget it. But basically I'm using G major and G minor pentatonic, and I'm using like Mixolydian, I guess, I don't think in modes, and then I'm using like your 3 note per string, C major, Mixolydian, whatever you want to call it, and like your 3 note per string C major scale. If you've never learned all 7 positions of your 3 note per string major scale, you should definitely do that because it's very useful. I used to think it was just for shredders. One of the guitar teachers I had was like a master shredder, and he taught me that. And while I memorized it, it wasn't really useful for the kind of music that I was into. The pentatonic scale, major and minor, was more for that. But it is useful, and you can find a lot of cool licks and just see the fretboard in a different way and how that lays on top of your pentatonic scale. But anyway, so we go up. So we're going to slide into 12 on G and 13 on B. Da 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 da. 5, right? Everything is kind of like a, what do you call that? I don't know what you call it. Quintuplet? Hexa? I don't know, man. Whatever 5 is. So you go 12 on G, 13 on B, and I kind of do these muted hits in between, staying with the percussiveness of it. Then we're gonna go 9 on G to 8 on B right out of your C major. And then we're going to go 9 on G to 10 on the B string, working out of like A major, right? I originally had this before I was playing like along to the progression. I was going. I originally wanted to hear that. But when I played over that, I realized, oh, well, I'm playing over F major when I go here. I need to be playing over A. So we got to do that instead, right? So 12, 13, G and B. Then 9, 8, G, B to 9, 10, G and B. Back to 12, 13, G and B. Okay, now we're going to have 12 on the B and E string together with ring and pinky. I'm going to bend up the B string. It's like a quarter step, right? It's not even like, I guess, it's kind of a half step. Yeah, basically like a half step. And then just be real, you got to kind of put your body into it, right? And just kind of bring it down real slow and let it kind of... Then I'll do a muted down up. And this is where your 3 note per string major scale comes in, right? I'm just going to walk down. So that's just that whole thing, right? So I'm just going to have 13 on a high E string. I'm going to slide back to 12 on E and pull off to 10. And then I'll slide back. I'll do the same pattern on the B string, but I'll kind of mute out the E and rake it a little bit. And then I'll slide back 13 to 12 on B and pull off to 10. And then pull off 12 to 10 on G. Okay, then I'll repeat the same thing again. Okay, and then from here, after you bend down, do your muted down up. Go right out of your C major pentatonic. I'll hammer on 5 to 7 on D. Then get 5 on G. And then lightly pop like a 7 on D. Sometimes you don't have to hit if you don't want to. You can just kind of go. But I hit 7 on D. Then bend up 7 on G. Bring it down. It's just like a little quarter bend. And then get 5 on G. Okay, then we're going to slide into these thirds and sixths. So we'll go up. Slide in right out of C major, 9 to 8, G and B. Then I'm going to slide in to 10 on the D string and 10 on the B string, right? And pick them separately. Like hit G to B and then let them ring, kind of vibrato. Then from 10, B and E, I'm going to slide up to 14 on D and get 13 on B. Then I'm going to slide back from 14 to 12 on D and get 12 on the B string, right? So, okay, then we'll do this little, just having fun, being slippery with like chromatic stuff. So we'll do this little, what was I doing? I lost my place here. Oh yeah, I'll do this little, so I'm going to start out, have your index finger on 10 on the high E, have 12 on the high E and 13 on the high E, but we're going to start out with middle finger 12 on E, and then you're going to hammer on and pull off 13 to 12, and then pull off 12 to 10. Alright, it's just a real snappy. And then from there, again, I'll mute out that E and just kind of give it that throaty, and then I'll slide back 13 to 12 and pull off to 10, just like the lick we did earlier, right? And then I'll pull off 12 to 10 on the G string. Then I'm going to slide up 7, 8 to 9, just pick it once. Then get hit 8 on the B string, give it some vibrato. Then start on the B string on the 8th fret with your middle finger now. And just slide up 8, 9, 10 on B. And then get 8 on the high E. And then I'm going to pull off 10 to 8 on B. Kind of give it that throaty thing again. And then slide up 10, 11, 12 on B. And get 10 on E, right? So that'll be that whole little phrase. Okay, now we have this little motif. Right, so we're gonna start out. Where am I? I keep losing my place here. So once you slide that last part in, now I'm gonna pop all these with my middle finger, just because that's what I was feeling. You can pick them, you can alternate pick them, however you want to do it. I just thought it sounded cool popping the string. So I'm gonna go 13 on the B string. And I'm going to go 14 on E, 13 on E, to 11 on E, to 12 on E. And then go 13 on B, right? I originally had this bending. It just got to be like too wanky and like da, 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 da. It was too much staccato, so I just decided that this sounded a lot better. So you go 14 or 13 on B, 14, 13, 11, 12 on the high E string. Back to 13 on B, give it a little vibrato. Then go down, hit 10 on B. Then go 10 on the E string, bend it up. It's like a half step, bring it up and down. Then pop it 10 on E. Then go 8 to 10 on E. Back to 8 on E, give it some vibrato. Go back and repeat it on the first round. Okay, and after you go 13 on B, 14, 13, 11, 12 on E. Now after you get to this 13 on B, we're going to walk up to 15 and pull off ring to index, 15 to 13 on B. Do this little like country pedal steel unison bend, whatever you want to call it. So I have 15 on B, right? Pull off to 13. I'm going to bend up 15. And then I'm going to pop 13 on E. Kind of bend it up and stop it. And then bring the 15 on B back. And then you're going to gradually bend up 15, right? As you gradually bend up 15 on B, have your pinky on 15 on the high E string under it. And then bring it down together. And then just pull off 15 to 13 as you bring down the bend on the B string. Instead of being more country and doing like the where they mute out the beat, I just thought I'd let it ring out. Alright, so from here, then we're going to go right back into the, we're just going to skip the B string on 13. We're just going to go right into 14 on E, 13 on E, 11 to 12. Okay, so, then back to 10. Doing the same phrasing before, 10 on B, bend up 10 on E, 10 on E again. 8, 10, 8 on E, right? So okay, the last time we go 13 on B, 14, 13, 11, 12 on E. After you get 13 on B, pull off 15 to 13 on B. Then we're just gonna walk up or walk down these thirds, these little double stop thirds at a C major. With a little BB there, so right, so we just have We're gonna have 18 on B, 17 on E. I'm gonna hit them twice. Then go 17, 15 B and E. Then 15, 13 B and E. Then go 17, 15 back to 15, 13. And then resolve it on your C major here. Have 13 on B and 12 on E, right? I'm gonna hybrid pick it, picking fingers. You can pick it all if you want, right? I just thought it sounded better that way. And then on the 20th fret, I'll just smack it down, doing your little BB King thing. Okay, then we're gonna walk down thirds again to end it on the D and G string. So we'll have 10 and 9. Slide into 10 on D and then get 9 on G. Then I'm going to slide back to 9 on D and get 7 on G. Take the same shape, slide it back 2 frets to 7 and 5 D and G. Okay, and then we'll go 5 and 4 D and G. I'll switch to my middle and index finger, just so we can get back into the ending triad better. 5D, 4G, then go 3D, 2G, and then you just walk up 3-2 D and G to 5-4 D and G, and then I'll just go 5 on D, G, and B. Okay. And then you can just slide off of it however you want to play it, right? So that's that whole little solo. There's a lot going on. There's some cool stuff in there. That's why it's important to like play over different types of progressions and backing tracks and just sit down and try to figure out the things that you hear in your head and try to get them out, right? So that's everything, right? Let's go ahead. Let's play through that solo really slow, right? So we'll get through the Alright, so that's the whole tune. It's a lot of fun to play, man. I love this. I could play like that all night long, man. But like, I would be perfect for like a band like Sublime or something like that. I could play that stuff till the cows come home, man. That's probably the only thing that kind of comes a little bit naturally to me, is just doing that kind of reggae, ska type of thing. But still got to work on it. I'm still trying to get my timing better. The hardest part of this for me was getting the timing of the right. That was the hardest part for me. Everything else was pretty straightforward, but it's just timing, right? I'm trying to work on my timing, and that's why I love doing these things, especially when it comes to vocal melody stuff, man. When you're playing vocal melodies on the guitar and you're not just using one string, I think it's cheating to use one string, by the way. When you're doing 2, 3, 4 strings or playing chords with the vocal melody, you really have to land in the pocket in a different type of way than a singer does. A singer can kind of ebb and flow, and with single notes you can kind of ebb and flow and wiggle around. You're more agile that way. But when you're locked in, you know, it's just, you have to really nail it in certain ways or it's going to sound kind of funky. But I didn't do that great of a job. I tried my best. But anyway, man, yeah. Great song. Always liked this song. Never been like a huge Led Zeppelin fan, just because the guy's voice kind of grinds on my nerves after a while. I used to always do this Robert Plant impression. I don't know if I should do it right now. I might like wake everybody up. It's kind of late right now, but anyway, yeah. I don't know. It's just too much noise for me, right? So I've always been more of like a mellow kind of guy. But anyway, man, cool song, cool guitar parts. I just thought I'd sit down and show you some different ways to play it, show you some like licks and stuff you can add in if you're playing it live in a band or something. But that's it, right? So just have fun with it, practice slow. I'll see you next time.